Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel, coming to you from the gloomy Pacific Northwest today. It's actually foggy out, and I love this type of weather for photography because fog gives mood and like it makes everything so mysterious and adventurous and everything. So I absolutely love it. Pixel is here with me also, but we just had a dog run past us, so now she's on the hunt to find this dog, which they're jogging, we're walking, and she's not going to catch up to him, but gives her something to do. So today's video, I've been thinking a lot about this idea of comparison, and I talked about it in one of my last videos, maybe my last video, about how I would look at this photographer Kobe Brown's videos and I would picture, sorry, and on Instagram, and I would go like, oh my gosh, he's taking these amazing pictures, and I'm not. But it kind of runs deeper than that because, once I stopped comparing myself to other people and started finding joy in photography, my pictures became better. I found my own direction in my pictures. And I don't want to say like, oh, social media is bad for photography because, I think social media is bad for a lot of things? Yes. And you can, find inspiration on social media. I use Glass. I think Flickr is still a great place for photographers. But I do think places like Instagram and Threads and I don't know, Mastodon even possibly, they're not real places for photographers, right? It's a place to show a really cool picture, and it's a place to try to gain likes and start a following. But once I started taking pictures for me and sharing pictures that I liked, I'm telling you, my photography focus, my joy in photography, that's a better way of saying it, it really, really boosted. Ugh. I got I'm walking with the X-T5 with the 18 to 350. And over here, I have the A7CR. And I said I was going to use the 35 millimeter, but that lens, I don't think works with this camera. It's the Samyang 35F 1.8. I think this camera might be too much for that lens because it will not focus, but that's a whole different subject. The pictures I share online, they're not the greatest pictures in the world. Let's be honest. It's like today, as of this recording, I put up a picture from 2018 of my kid and our late beagle walking. I'm not going to get a bunch of Glass likes, and I'm not going to get a bunch of comments and things like that. And I don't post it for that. I post it to share my work. At the end of the day, that's the only reason why I post my pictures, because if not, my picture will just be sitting on a computer drive somewhere collecting dust, digital dust. So when I share my pictures, I'm sharing them because I enjoy them. I think this is a cool picture. Is it the greatest picture I've ever taken? Absolutely not. But it was a moment in time. And, that's where I find I get the most joy out of my photography, or are capturing these moments that, are just everyday life. Pixel and I going for a walk right now. I might take a picture or two that I'm pretty proud of the day. And I have a video about what I've been doing lately, well, for the last couple months. But even if I show a picture from today or something like that, it's not that big of a deal. But in, 5 years, or God forbid when Pixel is gone, I'm going to cherish that picture. I'm going to cherish these moments because they're here, they're now, it's in the present, and it's these present day moments that really matter. And, look, I love the landscape pictures. I love the, epic waterfalls and things like that, like anyone else. But the reality is I'm not going to be taking pictures like that all the time. And if I only share those pictures, every now and again Pixel will just like look off somewhere. And I've learned to trust her at this point, because that's how I saw the bobcats and some hummingbirds and some other stuff. Ooh, we got a interesting obstacle. All right, Pix, you're gonna come up here. Come up here. Come on. Come on. All right, good girl. I'm gonna put her up here so she doesn't get muddy. I can walk through here. There you go. That's how we get around it. But as I was saying, like, I'm not chasing those epic moments and chasing likes. And as soon as I stopped doing that, I said before, as soon as I stopped doing that, man, my photography joy came back. Because there was a time where I didn't take a lot of pictures. I was just down on myself. And I say this to be open and vulnerable to people that we all go through that, especially when you're just getting started, even if you've been taking pictures forever. We all go through that period of like comparison and trying to, you know, we look at other people's pictures and we're like, man, they are so far advanced than us. They have more opportunities than we do. Their camera equipment is much better than ours. So their pictures are much better than ours. Where in reality, we're right where we're supposed to be, you know. And I apologize, my nose is running because it's cold, y'all. But, you know, photography isn't a competition. You know, photography is an individual expression, a creative expression. That's all. Like, this idea of ranking high or getting the most likes, all that stuff, man, that's just noise. At the end of the day, especially for us hobbyist photographers, we do it for fun. We do it for the passion. We do it for the excitement of photography. Trying to see where we're at. You are here. All right, we're gonna go up this way because I only have an hour today. So, you know, we do it for the joy of doing this, not for the competition. And again, there is no competition. It's all in our head. It's in my head. And I have to think about that. And it's okay to be inspired by someone else, right? It's okay to see something that a photographer that you don't know, you may never get to know, but if you watch them from a distance, you're like, oh, I like how they do this, and you incorporate that into your practice, that's awesome. But buying the gear that I buy, or whoever else that you see on YouTube, man, that won't do anything. And just watching a bunch of YouTube videos doesn't replace doing the work. Like, I can watch all the YouTube videos in the world, and the only thing that will do is make me more sad, because I'm seeing other people live their life and like share their adventures, and I'm sitting there watching it being like, I don't have that in my backyard. You may not have this in your backyard. I admit, like, Washington is pretty awesome to live in, but when I lived in Denver, guess what I had in my backyard? A place that was free where I could go take pictures of bison up close. The Rocky Mountain National Wildlife Reserve, I think, something like that. Amazing place out in Commerce City. If you live in Denver, go check it out. It's free. It's in your backyard. Say you can't go there. Take a walk around your block. Because where you live is different from where other people live. And where you live, like, to me, if I lived in downtown Seattle, I feel like I would be taking so many more street pictures and people pictures. I live in the middle of nowhere. I don't get that opportunity. So, like, it's all perspective, and, you know, it's all in our minds. And, you know, where you are right, and I'll say this again, where you are right now is where you're supposed to be. And comparing yourself to others only robs us of our current joy. There's a quote that I heard. I do not remember where I heard it from. But it says, if you worrying about the stress of tomorrow robs you from the joy of today. And I kind of feel the same way with photography. You know, if we worry about what's going to get the most likes, or what's going to get the most clicks or the most views and all that kind of stuff. We're just taking pictures for other people's pleasure, not ours. And at the end of the day, like I said, photography is a personal expression, a personal creative expression. For those of you who don't know, we do have a Life in Focus Discord channel now where you can go and hang out with other photographers. We can talk photography, we can talk weekly themes, we're talking about places we would love to go shoot. It's a really cool, relaxed atmosphere of just like-minded people who understand the struggle of being a photographer, being a hobbyist photographer. Not just the struggle, I should say that. There is some struggle, but also the joy of it, right? There's the ups and the cool finds that you see of books, of videos, and all that good stuff. So if you are interested in that, please head on over. It's free, absolutely free. Link is down in the description. Thank you as always for watching this video. I really do appreciate each and every one of you taking your time out to do that. And if you've gotten this far, hit that thumbs up, put a camera emoji down in the comments or something. I don't know. That would be awesome. Thank you as always, and I will see you next one. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.